Hi, and welcome to Watch It Played. My name is Rodney Smith, and I'm here with you for our last Board Game Geek Store video for 2020. With the holidays coming, what better time of year to get some ideas for that difficult-to-buy-for gamer friend? But don't limit yourself. If you have a difficult-to-buy-for non-gamer non-friend, I'm sure you could find something here that would frustrate and annoy them. So hey, Merry Christmas. Oh, you got me a gift. Well, that is unexpected given our family feud of 14 years, 4 weeks, and 2 days. Guess you're finally coming around. So, what are these bags for? It's for a board game. You know I hate board games. Oh, I know. You're the worst. You see, if you're buying for a friend or you're buying for an enemy, we've got you covered. On screen and in the description of the video is an affiliate link, and anything you buy after following it will give a percentage of the proceeds back to Watch It Played without costing you anything extra, so thanks for using that if you do. But let's get into it and see what we have waiting in our box of wonders. Our old tradition of finding bags in a box, we've got something here for Le Havre. This is a classic Uwe Rosenberg game that I'm never 100% sure that I'm pronouncing correctly. Le Havre. Anyway, this is a set of 8 drawstring bags, and they have lots of room in each one for the various goods, and there's art on both sides, one showing the basic good and the other showing the upgraded good, which I thought was a really nice touch. And look, plastic baggies are a fine alternative. I mean, I save any leftovers I have from games that I own because, well, you just never know. And it means that I have an intolerable amount of them. I mean, seriously, this is ridiculous. But sometimes you have a special game that you want to treat a little more special. And maybe for you, that's Le Havre. Or maybe it's Underwater Cities. Now here's a beautiful upgrade from the minds over at Board Game Geek. These will replace all of the credit chips from the game with quality metal ones in different sizes and finishes for each of the denominations. And it actually includes one extra of each over what comes in the standard game. And here's another cool touch. You get a replica of the art from the cardboard version on one side and a unique look on the other. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I think what the BGG team does with these Geek Up bit sets is really impressive because they retain the aesthetics of the game that these go with, so it looks like they belong there all along. Speaking of which, I've got one more of these Geek Up bit sets I want to show you, this time for Wingspan. In a previous video, I showed the main resources upgrade pack for Wingspan, which allows you to upgrade the base game, but this is a booster pack, which is meant to give you 8 more of each of the resources to ensure you have enough to replace the cardboard ones that come in the European expansion as well. If you'd like to learn how to play Wingspan or either of its expansions, we have videos for all 3 of those things here on this channel. But up next, I just wanted to show you some of these game trays. Now, I've talked about these before, but I've got a couple of new options to share. I've shown these kinds of game trays before, and they come in different sizes. Sometimes you have just one big opening, other times it's split down the middle. This is an offset, so it has a larger side and a smaller side. And here's a 3-way split. And these all have lids that come as well that snap down on top to keep things in place for storage. And they now have a variety of different colors as well. All right, next up, if you're looking for a clever gift for someone, this could be it. Even if that someone is yourself. This comes as a set of actually 8 different mazes. They have different artwork, different designs, patterns, and different themes. And you've probably seen mazes like this before, but I don't think I've ever seen one that does quite what this does. So for example, in this case, we have a wizard up here in the corner, and we have to trace a path to get the wizard over to the mirror here, and then over to the frog. You'll notice this is double-sided. And the way you do this is you trace a path from the wizard, but the catch is that when you get to an edge, you don't flip it over to follow the path. That's not allowed. Instead, there's always a fold line somewhere on these mazes. So for example, if I'm following this path here, I might loop down here, come over here, loop this way, and then when I get to this end, I can fold like this, and now my path continues, you see? And now here we have a problem because there's a dead end here, there's dead ends up there, but I could unfold, and again, the maze continues. Now I don't want to spoil this for you, but that's how it works. Pretty clever, right? So each of these will have a fold somewhere. Sometimes it's up and down like this. Sometimes it's at an angle. So each of the maze offers a little twist, something different for you to experience. And these each come with an envelope, so you're all set to send these as gifts if you want to. It's pretty cool. Though I have to say, I don't really understand why the wizard is trying to get a mirror to the frog. Is there like a famous wizard mirror frog story that I'm just forgetting about? Is he trying to give the frog a makeover? This is bugging me. Does anyone know? If you do, please put that in the comments below. But for now, we'll move on. Next up, we've got some thematic expansions for the game Welcome To. For example, this is the Doomsday Pack, and it provides you with new refill sheets and a new theme. The atomic war is coming, so you're building and selling the biggest bunkers possible. But it's not just new artwork and a theme, you also get new scoring mechanics and new city plan cards to choose from. Here, you're either trying to save the most people and score points that way, or hope for peace and score for putting the fewest people into bunkers. This is just one of the packs, but there's also a zombie outbreak set, winter-themed, and Halloween-themed pack as well. And again, each with their own twists and cards, along with the sheets. But that's not all. For the original neighborhoods, you can also pick up these dry erase versions of the original sheets. This pack is 4 boards, so 4 of the players don't have to use the sheets at all, and can instead reuse the same high-quality boards over and over each time you play. And if you want to have these for more than 4 players, just pick up multiple packs. Okay, from saving the neighborhood, let's go to losing the neighborhood. Up next, we have this expansion for tiny epic dinosaurs. If you bought the game during the Kickstarter, you might already have this. But if you have the retail version that came after, well, now you can upgrade it with these new additions. Each player will get their own laboratory mat with a microscope. And then during each round, these beakers are set randomly by the action mats. And if you take an action on a particular mat, you remove the token there and then travel along a path here that matches its color. And if there are ever icons in the space that you end up in, you gain that reward. This also comes with 4 new research cards and 2 new unique dinosaurs. This looks like a pretty cool expansion, and if you'd like to learn how to play tiny epic dinosaurs, we've got a tutorial video for it here on the channel. Now earlier we had an upgrade for underwater cities, but next we've got a promo for it. 2 actually. These come together and they're 2 new assistants. You've got Cooper, the contract specialist dog, and your flexible friend. I have no idea what any of these symbols mean, so I can't tell you what they do. I'll assume you Underwater Cities players actually know what's going on here, but otherwise, that brings us to the end of our BGG store previews once again. I hope you saw some things here that interested you, and you can find everything I showed you here and lots of other cool stuff over at the BGG store, which I'll link to in the description below. And remember, if you use that link to visit the site, then any purchases you make after that point will help the channel here. So consider using it, and I'll be back in a future video to show you some more selections in detail. But until next time, thanks for watching.